So I'm on call tonight, and yeah, check out the fit. I know all the different blues. Ignore the feet. Anyway, so when I'm on call, I stay in a hotel because I am out of the out of the area and out of the time that you have to get to the patient's bedside within. So you meant to get to the patient's bedside within 45 minutes, but it takes me 50 minutes to get from my house to my workplace in the morning. So outside of the time, plus I wouldn't want to commute from London to where I work when it's an urgent situation like on call. Um, so basically, we're at the hotel. So what I do when I come in is obviously shoes off. Right now my toes are really cold, that's why I've just taken shoes and socks off. Um, Main thing I do is lay out the other phone. So this is the on-call phone. I'm using my phone number as the other number, well, the main number, because obviously you're accustomed to your own phone ringing versus another phone that you don't own ringing. So I lay that out. So I have that there. I'm gonna put my phone on charge in a sec, and I've got my folder here. And in my folder, not all of this stuff is for on call, by the way. So in my folder, I take out the important paperwork, like the emergent. So like school's basically a script of what to do if you got called out. Like, this is how you do it. Don't panic. Da da da. I have it there just in case. And you can also have on like phone support. So my old supervisor from my previous rotation is my phone support tonight. Just until I feel comfortable. They're probably going to get to a point where they're like, no more, I'm not doing this anymore. But anyway, so we've got that. And then we have another form as well. And on this form, it's like the referral form. So I've been called and this is what I fill in. And it tells you how to fill it in and like the criteria for it to be an appropriate call. So put that in there. Okay. So that's there. Oh, I've got 3 copies of that. Just in case. It's always like good to have copies in there. And then plus you have the form of like your assessment in general. You can use this one. What's it called? And then we have a no contact form in terms of like you were called but you didn't go out type of form. I only have one of those because the chances of me not going out to something I've been called is very slim. So I have all the forms laid out on there. And then where's my pen? It's in my jacket pocket. I can put my stethoscope over there as well, or I leave my stethoscope on here. Put a pen by there. So then it's set up. So if I get summoned in the night, my setup's ready. What I'm going to do now is, okay, sorry, I've just got a message. It's 6:41 right now. So what I'm probably going to do is chill, watch TV, but I tend to do that in the uniform still. So I will change out my trousers and change my sweats until about maybe 8 is when I feel like I can be a little bit more comfortable. Because I'm like, just in case I get summoned, I don't want to get comfortable in bed and everything. So, sorry, Daniel just texted me. He's adorable. Anyway, yeah, so I tend to stay in uniform for a bit. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the TV on, and then I've got some paperwork to fill out from when I was last on call. And it's just like filling out in terms of so I can claim money. Last time I was on call was at the start of the month, and I didn't get called. So I'm hoping, I know this isn't real wood, but touch wood, this time I don't. But I want to be prepared. But last time I didn't get called out, so I've got to fill out the paperwork either way so I can get paid my standby rate. And that was a weekend shift, so I'm going to fill that out. And there's some other paperwork that I just want to double check that is fine so I can get paid. But yeah, this is my space for the night. Cheeky little Travelodge. Which is a different mirror. So got a little cheeky little traveller. So if you haven't been on call before, and maybe it works differently at your trust or hospitals from hospital, but with mine, when it comes to being on call, you don't have to stay on site. There is a place on site, but either way you have to pay for it. I think it's like a discounted price of like £30 or something to pay for it. And then you stay on site, which is bonus if you want to be on site, but I don't want to be on site. And I prefer my own space because those are shared spaces. You don't have like your own suite, your own blah blah blah. But when it comes to me paying for these travel lodges, I can claim back some money. So as long as I have the receipt, so like be the email proof of receipt that how much I paid, I can then claim back up to £55. So luckily for me, when it came to these shifts, I booked them in advance with enough time that I've got them for less than £55. So essentially I'm staying here for free because my workplace is going to pay me back for this. But when I was on my shadow shifts, the time I booked them and the time I found out I was shadowing, I had to spend, I think it was close to like £150. Basically, let's say close to £200 because it was a lot. Just for 3 shadow shifts I paid for hotel, and one of them, the shift got changed, so I wasn't on call shadowing. So I just took it as a rest thing. So I only claimed back a little bit of money for those, which obviously is like is a downside. But you know, anyway, I'm gonna get that paperwork done and chill out. Catch you in a bit. Morning, guys. It is like 6:40 right now, and I'm getting ready to go to work for 8. Yeah, so technically I'm still on shift until 8 o'clock. Well, not even technically, I am still on shift until 8 o'clock. In the night, didn't hear anything. I would have taken you guys with me. Didn't hear anything. Yeah, not on my main phone and not on the on-call phone. I did wake up like 2-3 times throughout the night to check the phones because you don't really get a continuous sleep. You kind of have more like a paranoid sleep kind of thing, but that's my experience anyway. So far, it's like I'll fall asleep and then I'll wake up at random time and just stare at my phone, like, and then I go back to sleep, and then I wake up like 3 hours later and I'm like, just checking I didn't miss a call. But no, woke up fine, didn't miss any. The closer it gets to 7, the chances of me being called reduce. It's still there, but in many cases, depending on what it is, they may be like, well, I'm just going to wait until 8 o'clock when the main team comes in, if there is anything. And I'm on critical care, so if there's anything on that side of things, it will be me seeing them anyway from 8 o'clock. But if they're on peds, then obviously the peds team will take over for that. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready, jump in the shower, get my bags packed. I'm gonna try and leave the hotel for about 7:20. Just because where I'm staying, sometimes there can be traffic getting out of there onto the motorway, which is not a vibe. Not a vibe. Yeah, and I think I want to run Tesco and get like some breakfast bits. But yeah, I'll end the video here unless I get summoned, and I'll take you with me. But I'll end it here, and that's basically an on-call night. I know we didn't get, fingers crossed, we didn't get called out, but that's basically what I do. So I'm gonna sort out everything on the table, pack that back up, all of that stuff, put that back in my folder for the future time, and shower up and hit the road. So bye guys.